So in this video I want to talk, it's a little bit of a sad story, but I think there's a story here to tell, and it's the story of my great-great-grandfather who sadly passed away this week. So he was 103. Yes, 103. He lived a very long life, and he lived a good life. He had a really good life, and I want to share a little bit about him. Anybody that has lived over a century, you know, they have a story, they have something special. I think everybody has something special to share. I'm writing his eulogy, you know, that's what I'm doing tonight. And my grandmother asked me if I could do that, and I know him, but I was talking to her and she was sharing some stories, and the one thing that kept coming out is his strength. Yes, he had a lot of mental strength, but he also had a lot of physical strength. Now, he wasn't a big man. He was actually my height, and you wouldn't tell that he was strong, but she told me like this story that when he was like 92 years old, he cut down a huge tree in his backyard and chopped it all off and split it, and that's hard work, and he did that when he was like 92 years old. Even when he was like 101, 102, even at 100, he made the point every birthday to be dancing. He was a strong man. He was a man that was he would, I remember he would bike to go do his groceries. He would never use his car. He would always get on his bike, and he would go get his groceries on a bicycle, even when in his 90s. And these are things you don't hear as much. People as oh, I'm afraid to get on the bicycle, or I don't want to do that, or I would never cut down a tree. But that stuff like that didn't stop him. I remember he would hunt, he'd go hunting for squirrels and hunting for skunks and all sorts of weird stuff. He was just a character, and he was a nice, just a loving man, and but he had a lot of strength. So here's the thing: if you are not building your strength, over the time as you get older, you won't be cutting down trees. You won't be, and maybe you're not even capable right now. But the sooner you start, the better. It gets harder as we age, as we get older, as we have more weight. It's harder, but it's not too late. If you are in your 50s, you could still have another 50 years of living. That's quite possible, and research is showing that we are going to live longer. But a great way to live longer and have good quality of life is definitely by having a solid, strong body. And that's partly why we call our clinic Oak Tree, why this program is called Oak Tree Body. I like things that are strong. And I would encourage you, if you are someone that tends to like to do yoga, likes to do maybe things that involves more flexibility, more stretching, that's all good. If you like to do cardio, that's good too, but it's also so important to build strength. So if you haven't yet started a routine, talk to me. You need to find ways to get stronger, because as we get older, muscles will become very, very important. I will not stop talking about this. This is something I will keep encouraging, and I would encourage you maybe consider trying to lifting weights maybe 2 times a week, but lifting at a heavier, not necessarily small weights, but something where you're really pushing yourself. So that's a little bit about my great-great-grandfather. I'm sad that he's gone, but he's gone to a better place, and he's lived a long life, and I want everybody to live a long but good quality life. There's no point to live the last 20 years in misery, in pain, in anguish and anxiety. You want to live a good life, and a huge part of that is how you take care of your body. So that's really why we're sharing this information with you. I hope my great-grandfather can inspire you. There's so many great things he did, but the one thing that stood out was his strength. He was a strong, solid man, and even when he was older, he kept it up. So I hope you keep it up too, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.